Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're plunging into a really fascinating chapter of history.
Yeah.
It's one that's just packed with strategic brilliance, some daring tactics, and honestly, an almost unbelievably swift conquest. We've gathered quite a stack of sources detailing this incredible story. It's all about Mahuli Fort and Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's masterful takeover.
That's right.
And our mission, for you listening, is to pull out those critical nuggets. We want to show you exactly how this crucial stronghold was captured, how it was transformed, and, well, why it mattered so much back then.
Indeed. And it's more than just, a historical account. It really is a case study.
How so?
Well, it shows how deeply understanding the terrain, using very specific skills, specialized forces, and executing a really precise plan can completely shift the power dynamics on the ground.
Okay.
So we'll be digging into the specifics of the fort itself, the details of its capture, and its lasting strategic significance.
All right, let's unpack this then. Let's start with the star, Mahuli Fort itself. For anyone who might not be familiar, where exactly is this imposing structure? What kind of fort are we even talking about here?
It's a fascinating place, geographically, I mean.
Yeah.
Even before you think about the capture, its very nature as a hill fort surrounded by such challenging terrain, it just screams strategic importance.
So difficult to get to.
Extremely. We're talking about a location near Asangaon that's in the Shahapur taluka, Thane district, Maharashtra. It's a hill fort, and the elevation is considerable, around 2,815 feet, so about 857 meters.
Wow.
And it's surrounded by dense forest, really difficult terrain. It wasn't just a building someone put up. It was naturally fortified, a real challenge.
A natural fortress then. Okay, so before Shivaji Maharaj set his sights on this formidable prize, who was actually in charge? Who held Mahuli Fort?
Good question. It was under Mughal control.
Mughal control, so
Yeah.
a significant power.
Absolutely. Specifically, the commander was a Sardar named Manohardas Gaud. And capturing a fort from a powerful Mughal Sardar like him, well, that wasn't just a minor skirmish.
No, I imagine not.
It would have been a huge statement.
Yeah.
And a critical strategic gain for Shivaji Maharaj's growing Swaraja, his vision for self-rule.
Right, so this is where it gets really interesting for me. Our sources say Shivaji Maharaj attacked and captured the fort in 1661 CE. But given how formidable you've described it, how did he do it? Especially so quickly. The sources mention maybe 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, the speed is remarkable.
What was the strategy? How did they pull that off?
The genius really was the combination of guerrilla warfare tactics with the element of complete surprise, instead of a long, drawn-out siege, which you might expect for a hill fort.
Right, starve them out or something.
Exactly. Instead, they launched a direct hill attack. And the absolute key was doing it at night.
A night attack on a hill fort.
Yes. To avoid detection, obviously, and to just completely shock the Mughal forces. I mean, attacking a hill fort directly is incredibly difficult in broad daylight.
I can only imagine.
But doing it under the cover of darkness, using the very terrain that made the fort so defensible against the defenders, well, that points to a really specific kind of military innovation. Think about the precision needed, the silence, the sheer nerve.
Incredible nerve. But who were the people actually doing this? I mean, every great conquest has its key players. Who was involved in pulling off this rapid victory?
Well, of course, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj himself was the mastermind. He planned it, he led the assault.
Right.
Moropant Pingle also played a crucial role, particularly with strategy and, importantly, logistics and supply, making sure everything was in place.
Okay.
But the ones who performed the most, let's say, daring part of the plan,
Why?
the night climb, that was the Mavla Warriors.
The Mavla Warriors. Tell us about them. What made them capable of this?
The Mavlas. They were essentially Shivaji's elite fighters, often recruited from the hilly Mavla region itself, near Pune. They knew this kind of terrain like the back of their hand.
So local knowledge was key.
Absolutely. They were masters of climbing, stealth, and guerrilla tactics. Their ability to scale these incredibly steep cliffs at night using ropes. It just speaks volumes about their training, their physical conditioning, and their courage. They were indispensable for this kind of specific, surprise-based assault.
Almost like special forces adapted to that environment.
You could definitely see them that way. Perfectly suited for this kind of operation.
Okay, so they take the fort. It's an amazing feat. What happens immediately after? How did Shivaji Maharaj consolidate this win? How did Mahuli Fort become part of his domain, the Swaraja?
Right. The consolidation phase is just as important as the capture, and his actions show a broader vision than just military occupation.
What do you mean?
Well, first, the practical things. The fort was immediately reinforced, walls strengthened, gates improved, making it even tougher.
Makes sense.
Then, symbolically and practically, the Maratha flag, the Bhagwa Dwaj, was hoisted. This clearly marked Mahuli as part of the Swaraja,
A clear signal.
a very clear signal. But he also did something else significant. He made sure existing temples within the fort were preserved, even repaired, particularly the Shiv Mandir on the summit.
Ah, interesting. Why was that so important?
It shows this wasn't just about conquest. It was about establishing legitimate rule, winning over the local populace, showing respect for traditions. It helped build lasting support. And strategically, the fort's role shifted. It became a key watch fort,
Go watch for it. For what?
primarily to monitor the crucial Kalyan-Nashi-Konkan route, watching trade, watching troop movements, keeping an eye on things.
Got it. So, connecting the dots. Why was Mahuli so strategically vital in the bigger picture, even through the initial capture? Why did it remain so important for Shivaji Maharaj's growing kingdom?
It boils down to geography, really. As a
Yeah.
watch fort, it offered unparalleled surveillance over that vital corridor between Nashik and Kalyan.
Controlling the flow.
Exactly. Controlling the flow of goods, armies, information. Plus, remember those natural defenses. High cliffs on three sides made it incredibly hard to retake. It was a secure base.
Right.
So holding Mahuli was essential for controlling North Konkan and the Nashik region. It was more than a fort, it was a choke point, a linchpin for regional dominance. It's a classic example, really, of how geography dictates power.
Fascinating. And there's one final tidbit our sources mention. Mahuli is often called the highest fort in Thane district.
That's what they say, yes. Whether technically the absolute highest might be debated, but it's certainly one of the most prominent and highest, giving it that commanding view.
And today, it's actually a popular trekking spot.
It is indeed quite a transformation, isn't it? From a fierce battlefield and a strategic military asset.
To a place people go for recreation and to enjoy the views.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a powerful reminder, I think. While the immediate strategic military importance fades over centuries, the history remains. The physical fort embodies the effort, the ingenuity, the courage of those who built it and fought for it. And now we can actually go there and connect with that past.
What an incredible story. We've gone from its rugged natural defenses through that daring night assault to its critical role as a watch fort and a symbol of the expanding Swaraja. It really highlights Shivaji Maharaj's strategic foresight and, well, remarkable execution. So you listening should now have a much clearer picture of how this formidable Mughal stronghold was taken and became such a vital piece of the puzzle.
Absolutely. And the story of Mahuli Fort, it reminds us that sometimes the greatest advantage isn't just about having overwhelming force. It's about really understanding the terrain, literally and figuratively. It's about using innovative, maybe unconventional tactics and having that clear long-term vision for not just conquering, but building and consolidating.
So as you reflect on this incredible piece of history, maybe consider this. What seemingly insurmountable challenges in your own life, your own terrain, might actually have a hidden solution, maybe a night climb approach, or some kind of guerrilla tactic waiting to be discovered if you just manage to look at the situation, well, a little differently.